You know, it's always a pleasure to be right here with you on our TV. I'm Adam Squizera, and I'm very glad to host today the FIA President, Mohammed Ben Sulayem. You are very welcome on our TV.
Thank you, Adam. It's a pleasure and honor to be here also.
This is the FIA, which is going to be hosted for the first time on the African continent, for the first time in Rwanda particularly. I want to understand for you, what does it mean?
Let's go a bit back. I mean, it's the FIA. FIA is Federation International Automobile. We have the federation and we have the automobile, but the international is the key word. We are international, so we have to be international, not just by the name. And tell you the truth, I come from a place which is not Europe. So it is for the 118 years, when I was elected, after 118 years of the FIA, I was the first non-European to be elected as a president. So it opens for the rest of the world that we mean diversity. When we talk about diversity, it's not just a noise to get a cover. So it is a historic moment for us. It is the first ever in 120 years in Africa. And to choose Rwanda, it was the blessing also of your government. I really congratulate the government for hosting many of the important conferences. It was not easy to convince the I would say the members to come here, because you know some people just read something and then they say, okay, don't go outside Europe, or Africa or Asia is not safe. I can see it even talking about my own country. Yeah. And then I said to the members, I said, you elected me. Do you really think I will take you to a place which is not safe? But then it came also from the government. I'm a big believer that water goes downhill. So you get the blessing and the support. And it took actually a year with the negotiation. We made it right, and we are here. And the people, when they came here, actually they sent the message and said, come here and just enjoy Rwanda. I am really honored to be here. I thank everyone that supported it. And the General Assembly will be successful.
That was my question, actually. You know, on this African continent, they talk about very many words on it, and you know, it's not a safe place, you know, it's not, but how did you get convinced?
Manage? No, I mean, you know, they say controversial. I mean, I even listen a lot to your president.
Yeah.
Answer Mr. President, Mr. Paul Kagame. And when I learned a lot by listening, the way he expressed himself.
Yeah.
He's experienced, he really represent not just Rwanda, but Africa in the right way, with respect. And you know, when I challenged these people, I just said, what evidence you have of just going and telling other members not to go? If you don't feel safe, check with the FIA. You trusted the FIA, and keep on trusting them. You know, and then it came back to saying about this virus and this whatever. And then I said, you know what? I will not be speaking. I will let our health department, our doctors speak to them, and then go on publicly. So constant reminder, phone calls, even not only letters, WhatsApp, and also having also the general manager at his level to send. And now I'm impressed to see the people actually making their way to come to Rwanda. People are coming from Chile, from Brazil. I mean, you look, Latin America is far. And then you have China, and you have Japan, and you have Australia, and you have New Zealand, and of course, in the middle.
Sure. And, I think that really gives a very clear context of why you chose Africa, why you chose Rwanda particularly. But let's dive into the nature of this event at the General Assembly, as well as the FIA Awards ceremony, which will both take place on Friday. I want to know the FIA Awards. What do the FIA Awards represent for the motorsport community?
An inspiration, and to have the champions of Formula One, the first, the second, the third, Formula 2, Formula 3, and then you have the world rally champion, the world rally and off-road, and then you have all of them, the Formula E, in the World Cup. You have the young people coming here, the stars, you have the top drivers coming here, gathering in Rwanda, receiving their trophy, and then they will go. But when they go, they will go with a message. I'm a big believer of that. Having the athletes here who really inspire people with motorsport, and also they are ambassadors for the goodwill of sport, not just motorsport. It is a good message for Rwanda, and I am confident that with your ability also, we can make good General Assembly and a great award. One thing I will tell you, Adam, that even when I spoke to my team, I said, kindly do not go there and importing everything. This is not, a place that you might think of. This is an advanced place. Out of respect, you go to them and just tell them, tick the boxes. What can you offer? And then let us from the FIA support them with the things that they want.
Let's talk about this game on the African continent. Yes, we are in Rwanda. Do you see any potential development of the motorsport development on this our very own continent of Africa, and specifically right here in Rwanda?
When I thought of coming here, the thought came 14 years ago, and it took me 12 years of campaign to reach. But then when I reached, I said in my manifesto, it's very clear. Reach to everyone, have growth for the motorsport. It doesn't add on, we don't have that many drivers compared to our reach. So I said, what is the problem with our federation? It's the expense of the cars. So if we talk about affordable, accessible and affordable motorsport, we're talking about expensive cars. So I realized that it is so expensive to have the grassroots. What is the grassroots? Is either you go to cross car or you go to a karting. And then the price is nearly 30,000 euro. Who can afford it? In Europe, to put your daughter or your son, it costs for karting, which is the grassroots that goes to Formula 1, nearly 300,000 euro a year. So people are saying it is a sport for the rich man club. So I said, that is not going to happen. So we brought to Rwanda the first ever cross car built in Rwanda.
Interesting.
So what did we do? It took me actually 2 years to make sure that the legal agrees on it. And then we took our blueprint and we took our safety specification, which the Rwandan people is no less, that they can do it.
Absolutely.
So now we brought it, the parts, and they are doing it. First of all, you bring local expertise there to do it, and then you have it much cheaper, then it's affordable. This is the way to have Rwandans and people in Africa in motorsport.
Before concluding, this FIA General Assembly and the FIA Award Ceremony is expected to bring together over 800 people, delegates who will be here in Rwanda. Do you think of helping the country out in that term of creating partnership so that we can get more investors in this game on this African continent in Rwanda, in the country of Thousand Hills?
Yes, the country of the Thousand Hills. You're right. Bringing here the teams, bringing the award with all of this entourage, from the superstars to the people, officials, to the members. With that number, with that also media that we are going, sport builds bridges, supposed to be. Sports also do not break walls. And that is why the connection of Rwanda, Central Africa, with the rest of the world can go by media, by peace, by also sending the message. The people who are here, you have word of mouth, you have all the material that is going to be here, which will be about Rwanda. Rwanda doesn't go, and I felt with dealing with your officials, they don't go with an adventure, it's just waste the money. Whatever is being invested is for Rwanda, sending a message. I mean,
Sure.
the cleanliness, the hospitality, the safety of here. What does this bring? It brings a good environment for investment. Why would I come and invest in something that I am not feeling it's going to be secure? But when you bring these stars here with these big teams here from around the world, they send a message to the others. Oh my God, this is a safe place. Maybe I come there for holiday. Maybe I come there for a visit, but maybe I come there to explore if we can invest. So the whole system I'm talking about, it's not just motorsport, but the whole thing around it also is together.
Some people may start thinking about those big stars. Are there some names who are expected to be in these FIA awards and General Assembly as well?
And the world champion of Formula One, Max Verstappen, he's coming. And also when we had, it's a funny story, we said, we need clean verbal language all the time. And of course, very young, and he said one word and then they penalized him with community service. So of course, the press, what kind of community service? So I met him in Qatar. I said, Max, don't worry. He came to my office. I said, what you are going to do is you are going to encourage and inspire young girls and boys who wants to go into motorsport, and you will do that. That is your community service when you come in and receive your trophy in Rwanda. And he was so happy. So this is a link, because whatever you do, I was a champion in my area in the Middle East for 20 years, but the people who made me is also the fans. And the fans don't come from far away, and it's only by internet and by social media. The fan is when you live them, when you sit with them, when you feel them. So it is a big part out of the duty that a champion, an ambassador have to give back to the society. And what is best than when we talk about diversity, than him being here. And he was so happy, by the way, about it. And so pleased. He didn't have a resist. I tell you, he was so happy that when he is here, he will sit with the upcoming kids, girls and boys, to inspire them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Concluding by the last question, any message to the motorsport enthusiasts here in Rwanda or beyond? Well,
I can see the love of motorsport from Rwanda, and I can promise that with the support that we give to the Rwanda Automobile Club, we will also add the mobility, safety and sustainability. But going back to motorsport, even today when I was in the opening the test laboratory for helmets, there was the minister of infrastructure, and he said infrastructure, and he said to me, I love motorsport. I was going to start rallying, but then I became a minister. So I said, I wish you come back. So it is a culture. The love of cars is there. Sure. So where do we come? As I said to you, it's the affordable vehicles that we have to support with, and we work hand in hand.
Yeah. Yes, I was Mohammed Ben Sulayem, the president of FIA, and thank you so much for having this time with us.
No, thank you, Adam.